You might think that glass of water you drink before bed is helping you stay healthy. But according to Barbara O'Neill, after 60, that innocent habit could be the exact reason you're jolting awake at 2 in the morning, night after night, unable to fall back asleep. It seems harmless, responsible even. A tall glass of plain water to flush toxins and keep your body hydrated through the night. But Barbara O'Neill discovered something that most people over 60 don't realize. Plain water contains absolutely nothing that helps you enter deep, restorative sleep. It doesn't calm your racing thoughts. It doesn't relax tense muscles. And it carries none of the critical nutrients your aging body desperately needs to stay asleep through the night. What it does do is go straight to your bladder. And here's what O'Neill found that changes everything. After 60, your body loses its ability to hold water the way it once did. Your antidiuretic hormone drops. Your bladder becomes hypersensitive. That single glass of water sends urgent signals to your brain hours before morning, yanking you out of deep sleep and leaving you wide awake, staring at the ceiling. But here's the part that will change your night starting today. You don't need to stop drinking fluids before bed. You just need to switch to the right kind. In this video, I'll reveal 5 specific drinks that Barbara O'Neill says can replace plain water. And the number 1 drink doesn't just help you sleep. It rebuilds your body while you rest. Stay with me, because what you're about to discover could give you back the deep, uninterrupted sleep you haven't felt in years. Barbara O'Neill explains it simply. Plain water is good for daytime hydration, but at night, it works against your body's natural sleep rhythm. It doesn't provide magnesium to ease muscle tension. It doesn't contain glycine to slow your heart rate. And it carries no tryptophan, the building block your brain needs to produce melatonin. After 60, everything shifts. O'Neill points out that your body's production of antidiuretic hormone, the chemical that tells your kidneys to hold on to water during sleep, begins to decline sharply. At the same time, your melatonin levels fade year after year. Your bladder wall becomes thinner, more reactive. Even a small amount of liquid can trigger that overwhelming urge that pulls you out of sleep. But according to Barbara, the problem isn't hydration itself. It's drinking the wrong thing at the wrong time. What your body needs at night are drinks that contain specific compounds, minerals that relax your nervous system, amino acids that signal your brain to power down, plant-based nutrients that support your natural circadian rhythm without overloading your bladder. These drinks don't just hydrate you. They prepare your entire body for deep, healing rest. And you're about to discover exactly which ones work best. Each drink Barbara O'Neill recommends has one critical thing in common. They're not just liquid. They carry targeted nutrients that actively guide your body from wakefulness into rest. Some provide magnesium and potassium to release muscle tension and quiet nerve signals. Others contain amino acids like glycine and tryptophan that help your brain produce serotonin and melatonin naturally. A few work by keeping water inside your muscle tissue and cells, rather than sending it directly to your bladder. And most importantly, O'Neill emphasizes, they don't shock your system. They don't spike your blood sugar. They don't chill your core body temperature or trigger restlessness. We're going from the most accessible option to the most powerful. And that final drink, the one Barbara calls her ultimate recommendation for people over 60, offers a level of overnight recovery that you'll actually feel when you wake up. If you've tried everything and nothing has worked, this could be the answer you've been searching for. Number 5. Warm, unsweetened almond milk. A gentle cup that calms your mind and prepares your body for rest. Most people think only cow's milk helps with sleep. But Barbara O'Neill points out something crucial. After 60, your digestion becomes far more sensitive to lactose. Bloating, gas, and stomach discomfort can keep you awake just as much as an overactive bladder. Unsweetened almond milk solves that problem completely. What makes it effective, according to O'Neill, are 2 natural components: magnesium and tryptophan. Magnesium calms your nervous system by slowing down the activity of excitatory receptors in your brain. Tryptophan is the precursor amino acid your body uses to create serotonin, the neurotransmitter responsible for feelings of relaxation. At night, that serotonin converts into melatonin, the hormone that governs deep sleep. A study published in the Journal of Research in Medical Sciences showed that adults who drank almond milk twice daily for 2 weeks increased their deep sleep time by 22 minutes per night. They woke less frequently and reported feeling more alert the next morning. Barbara recommends choosing unsweetened almond milk with no added flavors or thickeners. Warm about 120 to 150 milliliters, roughly half a cup, and drink it 60 to 90 minutes before bed. You can add a pinch of cinnamon, which O'Neill says gently supports circulation overnight. It seems simple, just a warm cup of nut milk. But the dual effect, nourishing your nervous system while supporting your natural melatonin production, makes it far more powerful than plain water. If you've never tried this, start tonight. And if it works for you, share your experience in the comments. Because sometimes the smallest shift creates the deepest change. But if your mind tends to race when your head hits the pillow, the next drink might serve you even better. Number 4. Chamomile tea. A small cup that can quiet mental stress in minutes. You don't need sleeping pills. Barbara O'Neill is firm about this. Sometimes a single cup of the right tea is enough to shut down the overload signals in your brain and guide you into natural, uninterrupted sleep. Chamomile contains no caffeine. It's not habit-forming, but it has a remarkably powerful calming effect thanks to a plant compound called apigenin. According to Barbara, apigenin binds directly to GABA receptors in your brain. These receptors regulate anxiety, tension, and your circadian sleep rhythm. When apigenin activates them, your brain activity slows. Your heart rate eases. Your nervous system shifts into rest mode naturally. You might notice your eyelids growing heavy, your thoughts becoming quieter, your breathing evening out without effort. A clinical study published in the Journal of Advanced Nursing followed women over 65 who drank chamomile tea every evening for 2 weeks. The results were striking. Time to fall asleep dropped by an average of 16 minutes. Nighttime awakenings decreased by more than 30%, and 80% of participants reported feeling noticeably deeper, more pleasant sleep. O'Neill emphasizes the difference between chamomile and pharmaceutical sleep aids. Pills force drowsiness. Chamomile helps your body reset naturally. It sends a gentle signal to your brain that rest is safe. To use it correctly, Barbara recommends steeping 1 bag of dried chamomile in hot water for 5 to 7 minutes. Let it cool to a warm, comfortable temperature. Then sip slowly, about 45 to 60 minutes before bed. You can add a slice of ginger for warmth, but avoid honey or sugar if you're managing blood glucose. If your mind often stays tense at night, try chamomile tonight. The calm it brings is gentle, but profound. And if you feel the difference, come back and share it, because your experience might be exactly what someone else needs to hear. Number 3. Lightly warmed coconut water. A tropical drink that stabilizes the signals keeping you awake. This might surprise you, but Barbara O'Neill says that when used correctly, coconut water can be one of the most effective natural solutions for seniors dealing with nighttime bladder spasms and fragmented sleep. The secret lies in its mineral profile. Fresh coconut water contains potassium, magnesium, and natural sodium in balanced proportions. These electrolytes maintain nerve function, calm erratic muscle contractions, and regulate the smooth muscle tissue in your bladder wall. A study published in the Journal of Sleep Disorders Research found that older adults with low potassium levels experienced 28% more nighttime urination and disrupted sleep compared to those with balanced electrolytes. When their mineral levels were gently restored through natural sources, sleep quality improved significantly within 1 week. But Barbara is very specific about how to use it. Never drink it cold. Never drink it right before bed. And avoid it entirely if you have kidney issues or need to restrict potassium intake. O'Neill recommends diluting fresh coconut water with warm water at a 1-to-1 ratio. Drink only 100 to 120 milliliters, about half a cup. Sip it slowly after dinner, keeping at least 1 hour between drinking and lying down. You can add a thin slice of fresh ginger to increase warmth and support digestion. This light, mineral-rich drink reduces pressure on your bladder, relaxes blood vessels, and prevents your nervous system from becoming overstimulated during the night. If you've ever woken from leg cramps, restless legs, or the sudden urge to urinate even after drinking very little, coconut water might break that cycle. Try it for 3 consecutive nights. And if you sleep soundly until morning, come back and let others know. Because one simple change might give your entire year of sleep a fresh beginning. Number 2. Golden milk with black pepper. A golden drink that silences stress hormones in just 1 hour. For many seniors, Barbara O'Neill explains, the real reason they can't sleep deeply has nothing to do with their bladder or environment. It's because cortisol, the stress hormone, remains elevated when they go to bed. Cortisol keeps your brain on guard. Your heart rate stays elevated. Melatonin never gets released properly. You lie there, tossing and turning, unable to understand why sleep won't come. Curcumin, the active compound in turmeric, is one of the few natural agents that can regulate the HPA axis. That's the communication pathway between your brain, pituitary gland, and adrenal glands. When curcumin is absorbed well, according to O'Neill, it reduces cortisol production, boosts GABA activity, and calms the prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain that stays hyperactive when you're trying to rest. Black pepper is essential here. Barbara emphasizes this strongly. Black pepper contains piperine, which activates gut enzymes that increase curcumin absorption by 7 to 8 times. Without it, most of the curcumin passes through your system and used. A study in phytotherapy research showed that adults who took curcumin nightly for 4 weeks saw cortisol levels drop by an average of 23%. Their deep sleep and overall sleep quality improved measurably on EEG scans. O'Neill's method is simple. Mix half a teaspoon of pure turmeric powder with a small pinch of black pepper into 150 milliliters of warm milk. Use almond, walnut, or oat milk. Drink it slowly, about 1 hour before bed. Don't make it too strong, and avoid taking it on a completely empty stomach. This isn't just a sleep aid. It gently reduces inflammation, eases joint pain, and supports your body's natural recovery while you rest. If stress or lingering pain has stolen your sleep, try golden milk tonight. And if morning feels different, share it. Number 1. Warm gelatin or diluted bone broth. The most complete natural sleep solution for people over 60. You've probably heard that gelatin supports joint health and skin elasticity. But what Barbara O'Neill discovered, and what few people realize, is that gelatin contains an amino acid called glycine. And glycine is one of the most powerful natural compounds for deep, restorative sleep. According to O'Neill, glycine works by gently slowing your heart rate, lowering your core body temperature, and increasing slow-wave brain activity. These are the exact physiological markers of deep, dreamless, uninterrupted sleep. A study published in the journal Neuropsychopharmacology showed that just 3 grams of glycine taken before bed helped older adults fall into deeper sleep, wake less frequently, and most remarkably, wake up feeling noticeably clearer and more refreshed in the morning. Barbara emphasizes what makes this different from sleeping pills. Glycine doesn't force drowsiness. It helps your body transition naturally into the sleep cycle. It works with your biology, not against it. This makes it especially valuable for people dealing with chronic insomnia or non-restorative sleep. But there's more. Gelatin also stimulates collagen production during sleep. It supports tissue repair, muscle recovery, and joint maintenance. After 60, O'Neill explains, your body no longer performs these processes as efficiently as it once did. Gelatin gives it the raw materials it needs. Bone broth, a lightly simmered broth made from bones, contains gelatin, glycine, proline, and a range of minerals that nourish joints, calm the stomach, and provide steady hydration without overwhelming your bladder. Barbara's recommendation is straightforward. Dissolve 1 teaspoon of unflavored gelatin powder into about 120 milliliters of warm water. Stir thoroughly until completely dissolved. Then sip slowly, 30 to 45 minutes before bed. If you prefer bone broth, choose a low-sodium version. Warm it gently without making it too thick, and drink it alone, without food, for better absorption. If you've tried everything and still wake up exhausted, try gelatin or bone broth tonight. It may not be a miracle, but for seniors, sometimes a little support in the right place is enough to restore true rest. And if you feel the difference, don't keep it to yourself. Share which one worked in the comments. You might worry that drinking anything before bed will force you awake to urinate. Barbara O'Neill addresses this directly. If you choose the right drink, use the correct amount, and time it properly, you can sleep deeply without disruption. First, you don't need much. Just 100 to 150 milliliters. 1 spoonful of gelatin in warm water. Half a cup of almond milk. 1 small cup of chamomile tea. Each contains enough nutrients to support sleep without pressuring your bladder. Drinking more won't improve sleep. It will only wake you earlier. Second, drink it 60 to 90 minutes before bed. Don't wait until you're lying down. Treat it as a calming ritual after dinner. After finishing your drink, brush your teeth and visit the bathroom one final time. An empty bladder gives you peace of mind and protects your deep sleep. Third, Barbara recommends prioritizing drinks that are low in volume but rich in nutrients. Gelatin, golden milk, and almond milk keep water inside muscle and nerve tissues instead of flushing it straight to your bladder. If tea or coconut water wakes you, drink them earlier, ideally before 7 in the evening. Fourth, build a habit of using the bathroom at the same time every night. Your bladder has memory. When you create a regular rhythm, your body relearns how to hold fluid through the night. Fifth, don't gulp it down. Sip slowly over 10 to 15 minutes. This helps absorption and prevents shocking your bladder with sudden intake. And finally, test one drink per week. Everyone responds differently. Testing each separately helps you discover what works best for your unique body. You don't need sleeping pills. You don't need to accept waking at 2 in the morning and lying there helpless. According to Barbara O'Neill, sometimes it only takes one small change. One drink, chosen carefully, timed correctly, gentle enough to avoid triggering your bladder, but powerful enough to awaken your body's natural sleep response. After 60, sleep becomes more delicate. Your hormones shift. Your nervous system grows more sensitive. But that doesn't mean restful nights are gone forever. You can still sleep 6 to 7 hours straight. You can still wake feeling clear and light. Start with just 1 cup. Warm almond milk, chamomile tea, diluted gelatin. Choose what resonates with you. Drink it at the right time. Listen to your body and stay patient for a few days. The difference will come quietly but unmistakably. So which one will you try tonight? Share your choice in the comments, because your small experience might help someone else sleep soundly tonight. Thank you so much for staying with me through this exploration. If you found value in today's discussion, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and share this video with someone who might benefit from it.